Today I want to talk a little bit about activity and why our activity level actually influences our ability to get enough nutrients. Think about it. I mean, every animal on the planet leads an active life, most of them anyway, and activity is sort of synonymous with life if you think about it. And if you look at human evolution and if you look at our bodies, we are obviously meant to move every day, go out there and gather our food. We're out playing with our siblings and with our friends. There might be fights if you look at evolution, if you look at how natural life ecology works. There's a lot of activity involved also in sort of maintaining territory and fighting. Ideally, we wouldn't want that kind of society, obviously, where we're fighting each other, but we can play fight. We can do martial arts to get some of that sort of natural aggression, if you will, out. We can go running, we can go biking, we can play tennis, we can play golf, we can go swimming. There's endless activities that we can do to mimic that natural urge to move. Now, if we don't move, if we lead a sedentary life, plenty of negative, downsides to not moving. That's not really what I'm going to talk about today, though. What I want to mention today is how our activity level influences our nutrition. And I want to focus on one aspect in particular. Suppose you were very sedentary. Suppose you were a person with almost no muscle, very small, so in other words, very low caloric need, eating a healthy diet, fruit, so your digestive effort is very low and you are completely sedentary. In that situation, it's possible that you won't need more than 1600 calories a day, suppose. You're lying in bed all day. Very unhealthy sedentary lifestyle, of course, but imagine as a hypothetical experiment, 1600 calories a day, you're lying in bed all day. If you're eating 1600 calories, you're also only getting a set amount of iron, calcium, magnesium, protein, and of course you need less of it because you're running through less of it because you're not active. As soon as you start getting active and using your body and needing to rebuild muscle and recover from exercise and that sort of thing, you'll also use more micronutrients, obviously. But still, there's a certain baseline need for our intake of nutrients that is simply not met if we're eating only 1600 calories. Imagine now that you are a very active person, not super active, but quite active, and burning 3200 calories a day. Okay, you're not only have you doubled your caloric intake, but along with those calories, as long as you're eating whole foods, along with those calories that you ate came a whole bunch of iron, whole bunch of calcium. As long as we're not eating refined carbohydrates, refined sugar, refined oil, that sort of thing, which are empty calories, essentially calories without associated nutrients, as long as we're eating whole foods like fruits, vegetables, we are getting a lot of baggage with those calories. For each calorie we're eating, we're getting a certain amount of micronutrients. And that's a good thing, which means the more you eat total, the more you will also get of all the various nutrients. And of course, I'm not saying we need more, and more is better. Enough is enough. We need a certain amount. We can base it on two thoughts though. We can look at science and see what has science to say about how much iron we need, how much magnesium we need, and we can see that if we're eating 1600 calories or even less than 2000 calories, it's a bit difficult to meet our nutritional needs. It's to meet our daily requirements for iron, it's a little bit difficult on a very low calorie diet. Soon as you're eating 3000 calories though, wow, you meet your nutritional needs easily as long as you're eating whole food, whole fresh fruit. So meeting our nutritional needs is not a difficult thing as long as we're eating enough total calories. The other way to look at it would be to look at nature and see that all animals are, active. So naturally, being active is part of our sort of normal functioning. And so chances are 3000 calories a day for a man, for example, is more likely to be appropriate than 2000 calories. Okay, and anywhere in between there, maybe, yeah, that's fine as well. I find myself on a normally active day, not doing any exercise, but just living my life. I typically burn around 2,400, 2,500, 2,600 calories, and on an active day it approaches 2,008, 2,009, 3,000, and on a super active day it could go higher than that. On a very sedentary day it could be as low as 2,000, like if I'm just chilling all day. For some reason, I rarely do that, but if I'm sick I'll do it, and I'll eat less, obviously. My point here is that a lot of things are pointing in the direction that we need to be active, and as I said earlier, there's plenty of reasons why we should be active, but one aspect that is often neglected is this aspect here, the fact that if we're not eating sufficient calories, if our caloric need is not appropriately high, there's a possibility that we're not meeting our nutritional needs. Go to our website, sweetnaturalliving.com. We have lots of stuff there. Free e-booklet on how to get started, FAQ with questions. You can post your questions there if you have any questions. Post them, send them to us through the website, and we'll answer it and put it in the FAQ section if it's appropriate. We also have a book about traveling for fruit, as well as some other book recommendations, and we also offer coaching if you're interested in personalized advice done via Skype. So be sure to check that out, and in the meantime, live your life, stay active, eat when you're hungry until satisfied. Nature's got it all figured out. Every animal in nature, they're playing and getting food and being active all day, and then they're eating, and it all works out. And it's just us humans in our weird little houses where we sit and watch the computer all day and then eat crap. That's essentially the recipe for disaster. So get out there and move, expose your body to the sun, get your body flowing, and go eat something delicious afterwards. See you around.